Hello and welcome to the virtual vertical tasting. We just hosted our most iconic and anticipated event of the year, our virtual dinner. So we paired the 2015, 16, and 12 Cabernet Francs with some very beautiful dishes prepared by Wellington Court. But for those of you that couldn't make it to the event, we wanted to do a virtual tasting so that you could do this at home. So I just tasted through all three of the vintages. I'll give you my thoughts on the three. The 2012 Cabernet Franc, a very, very warm, dry year. Similar to 16, but with actually a little bit more sun. And was picked a little later. This is an interesting wine because it's got the hands of two winemakers on it. I did the blending, and the previous winemaker did the fermentation and decided when to pick. So this was, I think the difference between the 16 and the 12 would have been picked a little later. The acids are a little softer. The fruit is much bigger. The alcohol is much bigger. So you get a very, very powerful wine here in front of you. I've just tasted through the 2015 Cabernet Franc. My thoughts on the wine, this was a vintage coming off of a winter injury year, so we had a lot of concentration. We definitely have the acidity to balance out the tannins and the oak. The oak program did change a little bit in 15. I did dabble with American oak and strayed from the strict French oak program. So you can smell that American oak and taste that American oak on the mid palate. Kept it all in balance, obviously. I always look for balance in the final product. 18 months in barrel. A lot of power in this wine, but the acidity and the mid palate just really balance this wine out. I don't know how else to say it. It's a wine that's drinking well now. It'll continue to age in your cellar easily another 5 to 7 years. So the 2016 Cabernet Franc was definitely our California vintage. What we found with 2016, because of the exceptional ripening in the Bordeaux Reds, we could pick when we thought it was the best. We didn't have to wait as late as possible to get as much ripening as we could, as in most vintages. 2016 we could pick for acidity. So we wanted those right flavors, but we wanted the acid balance. 18 months in French oak. I kept it a strict French oak in 2016 because of that power. We wanted a very subtle oak in final wine. So a 50% new oak with French barrels. So enjoy. This one's going to age a long time.